Happy Friday, Bears fans. My name is Harrison Graham. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. We have a lot of injury news to get into as the Bears Friday injury report has come out and a couple of interesting notes. So we'll get to that in just a second. But subscribe to the channel. We've upgraded our home setup a little bit here with some graphical input. So we're going to try and bring you some more videos from the house when needed. So with the latest Bears news, rumors, previews of every game, live shows twice a week, 3 times a week if you count game day with our watch parties, and a whole lot more. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. And let's take down Texans Today, our Texans channel here at Chat Sports, and new subs this week. All right, how about this news? Odunze and Keenan Allen both questionable for Sunday Night Football. Rome was a limited participant at practice today. Keenan Allen did not practice. Flus said afterward that the intention was to let him rest up today. And he says the Bears intend to work them out pregame on Sunday and make a decision up until the last minute. Inactives are due 90 minutes before kickoff, so we'll see who plays and who doesn't. But potentially a pretty big development, especially with Odunze, I would say, who has a grade 1 sprained MCL. If he doesn't miss a game, I mean, that's pretty significant. Now, I would still err on the side of caution here. You would hate to put him out there if he's not 100%, then he tweaks it and misses a couple other games. But listen, if he's cleared, he's cleared. I mean, you got to go. So I'm open-minded to him playing. Again, if it's on the fence, I would hold him out. But if it's pretty clear he looks healthy and he can go, then go ahead and put him out there. Now, with Keenan Allen, I still feel like he's going to play, just being the savvy vet that he is. He doesn't need as much practice as some younger players, but we'll see. If he's having trouble cutting and putting his foot in the ground and running routes, then maybe it doesn't work out this week. We'll have to wait and see. My gut tells me he will play, and Rome is probably still on the other side. But I think for me, if at least one of these two guys can play, I feel at least okay about who you have out there. Sunday night, you'll have DJ Moore, obviously. I think you'll use Cole Kmet more in this game anyway. So hopefully one of these guys is able to go, if not both. Let me know what you guys think. Who will play Sunday? Rome, Keenan, both, neither? Let us know in the comment section down below. Certainly think there's at least a decent chance that one of these guys plays, and that's a positive because you're going to need to be able to score points against the Texans on Sunday night. Some other injury notes. Khari Blasingame, Ryan Bates are out. That means Nate Davis will be the sole right guard this week. No rotation, and what an opportunity for him. It's been a tumultuous year and change since he got here, but in the snaps he played last week, he actually graded out pretty well. I think if he goes out there, plays the whole game, and has a good performance, he could potentially lock down the right guard spot, which, all things considered, would be pretty great for him because it has not been smooth sailing. So we'll see how that goes. DeMarcus Walker is questionable, but he went from did not practicing on Wednesday, limited yesterday, full today. I'd be surprised if he didn't play. I think you have to remember, there's no more probable. I think if there was, he'd be in the probable category. So barring a setback in Sunday's pregame workout, I expect him to be out there. Kiran, Amegadjie, Zacch, Pickens, both practice in full. No injury designations. They are good to go. I would expect Pickens to be active. We'll see on Amegadjie with Bates out. Maybe he's someone you activate, but I could see them just activating Bill Murray or Doug Kramer or something like that. I do wonder if Kramer's active without a true backup center on the roster with Ryan Bates banged up. So I could see Kramer being activated for game day. So we'll have to wait and see on that front. But Bears pretty healthy overall. With Blasingame out, do you call up a fourth tight end from the practice squad and with a guy like Steven Carlson? Maybe. But I think more than anything else, you probably just won't utilize the fullback position that much in this game. So keep that in mind as we move forward here. And before we get to some other things, I want to talk about the game a little bit. Get going with our partners, Game Time. Game Time is the ticketing sponsor of this app, and we have an awesome deal for you guys. When you create an account and download the Game Time app, check your app store, see that big white letter G with the black background, you know you're in the right place. Get that account created and use promo code CHATSPORTS to get you $20 off Your first purchase only. Terms do apply there. You can get tickets to your favorite sports teams play, like the Bears or your favorite college football team, and go check out the Bulls and Blackhawks when they're back in action. Cubs and White Sox down the stretch here if you want to get out to the ballpark. Concerts, comedy shows, and a whole lot more. Game Time's got the best opportunities. Their new feature called Game Time Picks makes it so much easier to go watch your favorite teams play. It'll help you filter through thousands of tickets, a lot of fluff in there, and just kind of show you the best opportunities within each event. So check that out. Utilize that feature. Views from the seats, super deals, which show you the best bang for your buck on certain events. And most importantly, last minute tickets for the lowest prices guaranteed. So again, code CHATSPORTS, all one word, gets you $20 off your first purchase only with Game Time. Terms apply, and those last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. They truly mean that. So go check it out. What time is it? It is game time. Get out of your house and go check out some events. All right, Sunday Night Football, Bears, Texans down in Houston. Just some more thoughts here as we get to it. Let's say Rome and Keenan Allen can't play in this game. How do you combat that? Well, number one, I would expect Tyler Scott to play in this game, really regardless. Even if both are active, I would expect him to be active in this one. I was not a fan of not having him active last week. I think you put him out there this week and see if he can be a guy that can stretch the field for you. But I think another area is more tight end utilization. Cole Kmet's got to play more. He played 48% of the snaps last week, 27 total, 7 less than Gerald Everett. I just did not agree with that decision. So I think you'll see him play more. And you got to run the football. You got to get DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, and these running backs going. Now, I'll be curious to see what the pecking order is. Roschon Johnson had a fully healthy week of practice. Does he get a look this week? Is Herbert still the number 2? Is Velus active, or do they make him inactive after his special teams blunder last week? Those are all decisions that they're going to have to make between now and game day. So that's going to be very fascinating to see how that plays out. I like how the Bears interior matches up against the Texans defensive tackles, who are kind of just okay. This is not T'Vondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons this week, so you would hope that Coleman Shelton has a little bit of a better game. Nate Davis and Tevin Jenkins are pretty solid as well. And if they are, I would expect Caleb Williams to feel more comfortable and be able to deliver the ball from the pocket, which seemed a little jittery last week. I think some of that was just first game jitters. I think some of it was interior pressure. He talked about this week wanting to focus on his drop and, not literally dropping the ball, but like taking the snap, going to his 3, 5, 7 step drops, doing it in a smooth manner. So hopefully those things are tidied up, and, the footwork and throwing the football on time, it all works together. It's kind of like you're kind of using a calculator with everything. So I would expect him to play better, but I think running the football, getting tight ends involved for easy completions, that stuff will all help. Defensively, the Texans' big 3 receivers against the Bears' corners of Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Tyreek Stevenson, that feels like kind of the matchup to watch. Going up against Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Stephon Diggs, not going to be easy, but certainly you feel like the Bears can hold up in their secondary with just about anyone. So I think there's a big chess match here in a lot of different areas. And look, for the Bears, it's simple. They have to get better output out of their offense. It's just as simple as that. And if they do, I think they'll have a shot to win this game. I picked the Texans to win 24-16. I think the Bears' offense will look better. I just don't know if they're quite ready to win a game of this magnitude this early in the season. But look, I've said it all week. Get to the fourth quarter with the chance to win. That's what I want. Get into the final 15 minutes where at some point you have the ball to take the lead, or at least to go tie the game up. If we get that on Sunday, I think I'd be pretty pleased. Now, obviously, depending on how it all plays out, that could alter my thinking, but I don't really expect the Bears to win this game. Houston looks like a legitimate Super Bowl contender. The Bears were still figuring out where they're at. It's the second start of a rookie quarterback. So go let it rip. See what happens. I think if you do that and play free, you should play better than you did last week. And I would expect Caleb to play better. And, if the offensive line holds up better, which I think it will, especially on the interior, I think that'll just help calm everything down as well. So there you have it. Bears, Texans, Sunday Night Football, some injury notes. Let me check my phone, make sure I'm not seeing anything from the Texans standpoint. No new updates as I'm filming this right now. Dalton Schultz had missed the last couple of days of practice. Nico Collins was sick yesterday, so a couple of names to monitor. But Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen, we'll find out Sunday night if they are able to go. Drop those score predictions of Bears versus Texans in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We will continue to keep you guys in the loop with the latest Chicago Bears news and rumors coverage. My name is Harrison Graham. We will see you guys throughout the weekend and, of course, on Sunday night for our live watch party.